It takes a while to get that backing from Japan, but when you come in and you know your game and you got the power to prove it, they're gonna all surround you.
Break, don't punch, don't punch, don't punch. Hold up, break.
All right, so we're here at the 2023 Alabama Boxing Hall of Fame induction show, here with Mr. Carlos Elliot. How you doing this evening, sir?
I'm doing fine, sir.
So you know I have my questions together like a good journalist does, but I want to go another route. You got on stage and you talked about how when you got that call from JD saying you were inducted into the show, how it just really lifted your spirits. Talk about what it meant, you know, to come back, you know, to really the place where it all started.
Well, coming back to your hometown, fighting out of country, most people don't get that experience. To be at that stage fighting for a country that you're American, but you're fighting for another country, so to speak. And you know you're proud of it, but you're more proud of the country that you came from, where your mother, father, and uncles and all your siblings and ancestors are here. So that's why coming back here meant so much to me, because these people that's my ancestors, they are in me. That's the only reason I'm here.
Right. And what does boxing mean to you now? You know, you're a little bit older, you have your own family. What does it represent for you now that you're older? You can look back a little bit.
Yes, I understand. As my life is still boxing. I'm teaching boxing to amateurs right now. I'm teaching them how to box. I'm teaching females how to protect themselves. And I see improvement every day that I work out with them. So I give a piece of myself to all of my students, right? So that's my stamina. For instance, I'm sick right now and I have knee problems, I have leg problems, feet problems, but as soon as I start boxing and showing, I lose all of that.
I hear you.
I'm back to a different person, yeah.
What was the experience like, you know, being an American, you know, fighting in Japan?
It takes a while to get that backing from Japan, but when you come in and you know your game and you got the power to prove it, they're gonna all surround you, and you are that superstar, and they're gonna keep putting people up against you, and the more you start knocking them down, they're gonna stay behind you. So you have to earn your way.
Has anything changed, you would say, since you, when was the last time you were in Alabama?
I was here 3 years back. I came here because of my heart failure.
Okay.
So that was my reason for coming back. As soon as I went back, they started the corona.
Okay. Do you still follow the sport now as a fan?
It's not the same. Boxing to me is not the same.
Why do you say it's not the same?
I think the competition, the competitors, the style, I think there's a real boxing, and then there's somebody that just want the fame for a second.
Okay.
Like most of the champions now, they go in for that dollar.
Okay.
And you don't see no longevity in the game.
Mm-hmm. And when you were coming up, you were the top ranked fighter by the WBA. What were some fights that didn't happen that you wish you could have had a chance to get in the ring with?
So I was coming in at the same time. I'm 60 years old right now. So you can look around and see some of the fighters that was at junior middleweight and welterweight and light heavy that I could have fought.
Yep.
Right? So those didn't present themselves. Like I said earlier, Sugar Ray Leonard was one that was just coming back. So he was on his way out, he left it, and then he was coming back, and that was my era because I was the #1 contender. So if he was gonna fight, he was gonna fight me.
Right. So you would have liked to get in the ring with Sugar Ray?
I would have loved to have done that.
Any others?
There's others, yes. There was always Duran. Duran was in there as well, so when you start looking back, yeah.
Okay, and last question, what piece of advice would you just give to anybody? That's
what I say to anybody is make up your mind. Boxing is not a toy. I mean, boxing is a serious thinking sport, and you have to be physically ready for boxing and mentally ready for boxing. So once you start getting those things in order, give it your all, right? Don't give up. If that's your route you want to go, don't let somebody else stop you. You have to stop yourself.
I would thank you very much, Mr. Elliott. Peace and blessings to you, and I look forward to hearing from you later.
Thank you, sir.